This guy's coming in.
Oh, he is? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It just has to have any sign on something.
Are we live? Here we go. What's up, guys? If you guys are just jumping in, someone's going to be walking in real quick. Top chat. Let's go to live chat.
You seen this sign?
Yeah.
All right, so what I want to hear from you guys, and I'm doing a new video series about this.
What? Or the YouTube channel?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is me answering common motorcycle new rider questions. So let me hear some of your new rider questions. I'm going to write them down, and I'm going to go answer them for a video. So if you guys have any questions that you've actually asked, or you've heard people ask, or just bad questions that you know people have asked at some point in time, let me hear them, write them down, and I'm going to answer them so we can help these new riders. Trying to think. There's a good question.
So that's what days work.
Is that a husky?
Yes, sir.
That's a husky.
You get them everywhere?
Yeah, she rides motorcycles too.
That's cool.
She drives motorcycles?
Right.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time.
All right, all these are great questions. Hello from Alda Santo Domenico. What's the purpose of the bike not starting with the kickstart down? Great question. C90R, right foot down after bike stop. Suzuki, right foot down after bike stopped. Redo that question. I'm not sure if I get that one. What's better for a new rider, heel toe or normal shifting? What CCs do you start with? Great question. How a telecom nerve in a populated city while driving for the first time? You just don't. It's a bad place. Don't learn. Oh, that's a great question. But don't learn how to ride in a populated city in the first time. It's just too dangerous for you and for the people around you. How tight and a slack change? Should weight be a concern or horsepower? Both. Both are a concern. I'm a nurse about to get a new Honda CBR 650 for the first time rider. Am I too old? You are absolutely not too old.
Didn't we sell a nurse that exact bike?
Maybe. Yes.
Or a doctor that exact bike?
How do I convince my family for me to get my motorcycle? You don't have to convince your family nothing. You just go buy a motorcycle. These are great questions. I'm going to answer all these. Hello from Miami. Rebels aren't good for anything. You may buy it and learn, but it's quickly outgrown and then you're stuck with it.
Is that a question?
Which beginner bikes are easier for resale? That's a good question. Parking lot practice. You need bikes, or do you need bike boots, or doesn't matter? You need, don't wear sneakers, but you need some type of motorcycle boots. No, not. You need some type of boots. Boots are good. Now I wear Doc Martens, not motorcycle boots. I wear Doc Martens. I think boots are good. You need something that they can protect you when you ride. I had a friend that actually died in a motorcycle accident. They never found his shoes. His feet were messed up. If he lived, his feet would have been messed up probably for the rest of his life. He was wearing Vans, and they just legit, they never found them. Just flew off in the field. One foot down or both at a stop? Great question. I'm going to answer that question real quick right now. And both feet down is definitely the way to go. And that is, I was actually watching my dad. I was behind him in a van, and he was driving the bike, and he would put 1 foot down. And if you've ever been riding long enough, you've been in a situation where when you put both feet down, you're not really taking any weight off of the center of the bike. When you put 1 foot down, you're leaning the bike over to that one side. Now, obviously, you're strong enough that you can hold that up. That's not a problem. But if you accidentally lay your foot down and you hit like a big fat stone or a couple stones or some gravel, and your foot starts to slip, you're going to drop that bike. Now, if you just put both feet down, which really not putting any extra weight on either feet, and you do hit gravel on one side or both sides, you're still going to be able to hold it up. That's why I say put both feet down. Yeah, combat boots, steel toes, it's fine. With the new rider modes on 600cc bikes, I think the 300 class is, yeah, it's completely different. A new rider mode on a 600 bike is not, it's nowhere even close to getting you to the experience of a 300 bike. Why does it seem that in videos people crash just going around a simple turn? They have no idea what they're doing, and they didn't spend any time. Oh, you mean like in a they're on like the Dragon or something like that? They were just looking at the wrong thing and they were going too fast. I know it doesn't look like they're going too fast from your viewpoint, but they were just going way too fast, or they're looking at the wrong thing, and they didn't commit to the turn. And when you get spooked when you're riding, you just end up going straight. That's when when you take classes or you do like track days or something like that. They tell you you're gonna get in a situation where you're like, oh shit, I'm going too fast. You go to get on the brake, and you just go straight. You just gotta throw it in there and commit, and you will make that turn 99% of the time. Take a motorcycle riding course, blah blah blah. Refresh every year. Yeah, we do have a CBR 300 and a Ninja 300 still for sale. And a GSXR 250. Keith Anderson, what style is straight or dirt? I've worked for me for a long time. Is padded jacket a must? It's not a must. I wouldn't say it's a must. It is nice to have a padded jacket. How long should you wait till going on a group ride? Wait till you're comfortable, and wait till the people who are riding with you are comfortable with riding with you. I think that's a good answer. And normally when they put you in the front, you should feel pretty confident in your riding abilities. I'm not a big fan of group rides. Target fixation, right? Target fixation is when you see someone in front of you and they wreck, and you just look at it. Something that I learned doing track days is they were like, if you see someone wreck in front of you, you avoid that person like it's Medusa, and you look completely just they're wrecking. Don't care. If you focus on them, you will wreck too. Shifts up and down without the clutch. Also won't go into neutral in first gear. About the right turns. Apparently, if you're not careful, you can head more straight. The tight right, especially for new riders.
Just mud on the bike.
What do you think about black cherry red? 23 mile room is worth. That could be worth at least 18,000. What's perfect bike for a 5'6" to put both feet down? Honestly, I need to get a short person to come in here and just sit on all the bikes. We can actually get a good number for you. Between me, Caleb, and Harrison, we're all over 6 feet tall. Caleb is 6'1", and me and Harrison are 6'5", and I don't know.
And better looking.
Right. Yo, what up, Sean? How about a Kawasaki for a beginner bike? I think it's a good beginner bike for you. The Vulcan 900 or possibly the Yamaha 950. When to downshift or upshift, especially during turns. You want to be in the turn. I mean, you can do whatever, but you normally want to be in the gear you want to be in before the turn is. Shout out, have you ridden a Can-Am Riker? You have not. I see a lot of people asking questions about CBR 500. What's your opinion on rider? The CBR 500 is a great bike. I love the bike. I think you'd be fine with it. Watch the test drive that I did of them. I think they're great bikes. I'm 6 feet, 225. Is 250 okay? I would not start with a 250. I think you're too big for it, honestly. I think you're going to ride it for about 2 days, and then you'd be like, why did I buy this bike? No, you can borrow one. If you can borrow one or take one in a class, I think it's perfect. But I think that you're going to outgrow that bike way, way, way too fast, like within hours. And then you'd be like, why did I pay taxes and tags and title, and I got to sell it? Thanks for your reviews on a few months ago. I bought a Suzuki Intruder 1500. Awesome. Is a CBR 650F good long-term bike? Yeah, depending on what you want to do. But yeah, they're great bikes. What's up, Sean? What's up from San Antonio, Texas? All right. So for all you guys who are just jumping in, I'm going to do a video series answering tons and tons and tons of questions that new riders think about bikes. So if it's your question, your legit question, ask it. I'm happy to answer. And if it's a question that you've heard before, I'm happy to answer. Or if it's something that you thought before, but now you know it's correct, throw that down so we can help somebody else. Thank you, Alan, for wishing me happy birthday. Shout out from Canada. How dangerous is a 600cc chopper for it? What's a 600cc chopper? I'm looking to buy one. And can you recommend the most comfortable chopper for 2 people? There is no most comfortable chopper for 2 people. Doesn't exist. But if it had to be one, it'd probably be something that like Honda made, like a or like which like a Striker or something like that, or maybe a Raider maybe. New rider, how to ride a wheelie? Nice. That is a good new rider question. Is a Bolt a good bike? A good bend bike to start on? Beginner bike. Okay, it's a Bolt. Yeah, Bolt's not bad. It's not the best, but not bad. Can you quickly explain how to work a carbureted bikes? Me and my young friends. Okay. Yes. Work on a carburetor bike or work a carburetor bike. Carburetor bike is very simple. You just have a couple extra things. You have a petcock that has a couple settings. You have on or fuel. You have on, prime, reserve, and off. You want it on. If it has fuel in it, you want it on. You when it's cold outside, or depending on the bike, you want to turn the choke on when you first start it when it's cold. Turn the choke on. Occasionally, some Harleys, some bikes, you want to just correct the throttle twice. You don't always have to do that. Press the start button. It should fire up pretty quickly. And then after, you want to take the choke off as soon as you can, as soon as it'll idle without the choke on. So as soon as it'll idle without the choke on, take the choke off, ride the bike. Depending on whether the carburetor and the petcock are working right, you might need to turn the fuel off. A lot of guys say turn the fuel off all the time when you're not riding it, but whatever. So you still have the choke on for as short as you can. A lot of times it's like a minute if it's really cold. If the bike's not tuned right, you might have to have it on longer. Hope that helps you out of explaining what how a carburetor bike actually works. Greetings from Israel. Chain treatment, schedule, cleaning and treatment to replace. Great question. And we actually have in one of the videos. I knew you covered this on one of your vids, but again, don't squid it. I've seen people smash themselves up on a push bike. I know you've covered this in one of your vids, but tell again, don't squid it. I've seen people smash themselves up on a push bike. I don't know what a push bike is. But yeah, okay. I think what you're saying is just you need to wear proper gear. You can get very hurt on. I mean, who was it? Oh shoot. The one like MotoGP rider, one of the best riders of America ever produced, died on a bicycle. What do you think for a salvage title bike? Depending on the state, salvage title bike is fine. Just get it dirt cheap. What do you prefer, a carbureted bike or fuel injected? Fuel injected all the way. Do you just have a Suzuki Bergman for sale? Not right now. Hello, Sean, Caleb, and your friend who recently does videos to help you out. Looking for a used bike as a beginner, what are some signs of a bad bike? All right, great questions. Drive belt maintenance on Harley Touring. Just don't maintain them. Just replace them when they break. I've never seen one break, actually. Drive belts can last for a really long time. Just away from a Vulcan Nomad 1500 with the plastic oil gears. I've never heard any issues with the Vulcan Nomads. Maybe we'll look into that. All right, guys, so one more chance. Throw down your common new rider questions, and I'm going to make videos about them, and I'm super pumped that you guys can help me out, come up with some great ideas, and I can help you guys. You help me, I help you, which is a good situation. I'm switching to Kawasaki 650. I'm switching to a Kawasaki 650. I ride a Stradaliner 1900. That's nice to know. That's not a question. How often do you change fluids? Great question. With questions like that, it's probably best just look at the manual. Pull up a manual on your computer and figure out that specific bike. It is for fluid. Should you upgrade to aftermarket parts on a new bike? Great question. Thanks for giving us this opportunity to supply our questions. What are some bad habits to watch out? Great question. Great question. How do you spin the back tire and do a burnout on a cruiser bike? Great question. Good to know for safety issues. Hey, happy late birthday. I was wondering if it's okay to buy used helmets. I probably wouldn't unless you know the guy. But honestly, I probably wouldn't buy a used helmet. Hey, Sean, when you get a bike, hey, Sean, when you get a bike, who do you know? How do you know when to change the belt and when to change the oil? Most people just, I look at it. I look at the oil. If it's clear, I keep it. If it's black, I change it because I don't know. If it's clear, I know, okay, this is pretty fresh oil. If it's black, then I know, okay, this oil needs change. Who knows when it's been changed? I'm going to change it right now. The drive belt, unless it's cracking or just looks bad, drive belts can last a really, really long time. I've heard drive belts lasting up to 200,000 miles. So don't go out of your way in changing that if it doesn't need changed. What are proofs and how hard it is to find gear that actually is completely waterproof as soon as you get up? Yeah, we wear frog togs. You're never completely waterproof when you're on a bike. Oh, this guy's making an announcement. He's got a VTX 1800. That's awesome. What's the shelf life on a helmet? I'm not sure if helmets have a shelf life. It's a great question. I'm sure if you ask the manufacturers, then they have a pretty short shelf life. I mean, I've got my Air Ride helmet's pretty old. I try to buy new helmets every couple of years just because I'm in the industry and you know, I want a new helmet. But you can wear helmets for a pretty long time. I don't know if they have a shelf life. I don't know if the styrofoam. I mean, the helmet technology does get better, but I'm looking to buy a bike from you guys, provided Sean sells it to me. Not happening. Caleb will sell it to you. Maybe I could sell it to you. Helmet's good as long as you don't drop it. What's the right way to clean under Harley touring seat when washing the bike? Under the seat, you just want to just take it off and just kind of just get some like spray wax and just kind of, you know, with the hand. Don't be like spraying it with a hose or anything like that. Dropping it, yes, dropping it compresses the foam. Difference between riding dark side versus well, a 240 fat tire still has curve, still has profile. You know what I mean? Dark side is just flat. If you're doing a lot of long distance riding and you're putting a lot of miles on it, maybe, you know, I don't think it's a bad idea to go dark side. But honestly, what's kind of great about the VTX 1800 was that it didn't have a super wide tire, which made it handle very well. All helmets have a born on date. What to look for? Riding jacket. Hello, Brazil. Life is 5 to 6 years. Let's go bike start on. I have an appointment complex with I live in an apartment complex with no garage. Advice how to keep. These are great questions. I'm going to keep these questions coming in. I'll be answering all of them for the rest of my life. Best thing I ever found was heated grips. Heated grips are great. Got any? Yeah, we have a Valk right now. And for all you people, Valk is Valkyrie. Good sport bike to start on as a heavy set guy. Maybe a CBR 500. Hello, looking to put in a bearing. I don't know. I've never done that. Oh, Suzuki what? Suzuki what? 05 Suzuki what? What do you look for in gear? Great question. But that dog's out there like chewing on all the bikes.
Yeah, right.
This bike had chew marks all over. Enjoy the videos, by the way. Thank you very much. We're gonna be pumping a lot more videos, guys. Get ready for like, how many videos do you think we're gonna make this year? 1,000 videos?
Probably 1,000.
Probably around 1,000 videos coming out of the Srkcycles channel, and then 50 videos from Bikes and Beers. Maybe more, maybe 100 videos. Do you think Joe Rocket is good gear? Yeah, Joe Rocket makes good stuff. Generally, a lot of, it doesn't have to be super brand name. If it's just, you know, good stitching, good quality leather, it's gonna, you know, I've never heard anyone wreck a leather jacket bike or wreck their bike with a decent leather jacket and it just wore through and it messed them up. You know what I mean? It's very rare to see a leather jacket actually wear through. Joe Reich, it's great they have fat boy sizes. First Bike, Road King. Do you have any? Yes, we do have 950s. We do.
Oh,
What?
yeah, we do.
Yeah, we have a V-Star 950 right now. Great bike for tall guys. What's the best way to fix a choke that doesn't want to stay in place? You must be talking about a Harley Davidson. There's two possible ways. One thing is like actually in the carburetor. I'm not sure how to fix that one. It's not that big of a deal. Talk to Harley guys. The one way is there's actually a little. So you've got your plate, then you have the choke rod that goes through, and they have a little like this is the choke. Sometimes there's a screw on the back that you can tighten up. That'll keep this thing from moving back and forth. Sometimes you just tighten that screw, and then you can pull the choke out. How about HJC? I don't know what that helmet is. I don't know like specific names of helmets. I know I have a helmet. It's a AGV.
I didn't know.
Do there exist armored riding hoodies? Here's armored riding hoodie. May be good to wear underneath a jacket, but I mean this is not. It might maybe it's like I don't know. I wear a real jacket. 300 bike is really
I've
that
seen them
fun.
rubber riding hoodies,
Yeah?
and I've tried them on.
What do you think about them?
I'm not a big fan because it's not like it's that set the protection. So like
Yeah, it's too
you
shifty.
can no
You know what I
joke
mean?
but just move and the protection shifts. So if you wreck, all it's gonna do is you're gonna hit the ground and the protection's just gonna roll to the other side of your arm.
Right. Hoodies are loose. Jackets are pretty tight and stiff.
Right.
Are 300 bikes really that fun? I would answer that absolutely. They're fun. Guaranteed, if you're asking that question, maybe you're riding a bigger bike, there's someone out there who could smoke you on that 300. So you would say the reason you're saying isn't that much fun because it's so slow. But there's a guy that can beat you on your 600 on his 300. Then you got to start thinking like, what the heck am I doing? You know what I mean?
Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
No, scooter's not a good thing to start on.
Are Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga?
I don't know. There's been a lot about that.
What?
Are Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga dating?
Yes,
No.
people see love so much.
Not dating. That's just the movie stuff.
No, I've heard it's for real.
No.
For real too.
It's Harley Street 500. It's fun for starting, learning. Never rode the 500. No, wait. That's what we have? No, we have the 750. Never rode a 500. Good to know. All right. Last, you got 2 more minutes. Blast with your questions.
On Sunday.
Have you guys seen American Sniper?
Yeah.
You, Caleb? You seen American Sniper?
Yeah, dude.
Because if you didn't, you're un-American. Yeah, just don't do it, man. Don't waste your time putting a slip-on exhaust on your 500. Everyone always wants to put exhaust on their small bikes. If you got a good slip-on exhaust, it could cost you like it's like $900 when your bike is worth $3,000. It's not going to make your bike any faster. It will make it louder, but no one cares. I'm perfectly content rolling up this wherever with a stock bike with stock pipes and just being like, I could smoke all you guys. You know, it doesn't matter. It's not about it's not going to make you any faster, man. The only benefit to aftermarket pipes really is the weight you save by taking it off. A lot of times it's heavy, but still, man, you're not that fast. You're not that fast. Don't worry about it. Just learn how to ride. Learn how to get faster. What's a good quality riding pants for winter riding with removable liner? I don't know. There's so many pants out there. There's tons of pants out there. Just go to find some good name brand that people like and look at their reviews. How about disabled riders? What about disabled riders? I've ridden with a couple disabled riders before. We sold a couple bikes to people. The AGV helmet I use is the Valentino Rossi wake-up call helmet. What's the price range for motorcycle beginners? Price range for what? I think the Ninja 500 is a pretty decent bike. I need to retire for my M109. What do you recommend? Just whatever fits. I don't know. Just, how many companies actually make a tire for that thing? I just get whatever fits. You know, get a Schenko or a Dunlop or I like Michelin's. All right. Big fan. Love the videos. Which most powerful bike recommended for beginners, for example, is Kawasaki Mean Streak good for beginners? Well, if you're a big guy, Mean Streak's not crazy fast, but it is heavy. I try to avoid heavy bikes for beginners. Most hours I've done in one day. I've probably done like 12 hours in one day. I want an exhaust for my 650F, but for sound, just can't. Then don't do it, man. Just get over the whole sound thing. Your bike's fine. This guy here for us?
Mm-hmm.
Are you expecting him?
Mm-hmm.
Those wheels look stock, but they look huge.
Yeah, that's like when you get like the highest level package on it, they give you this freaking super nice.
Harrison knows all about Volkswagens.
Is rubber gloves or carbon gloves better?
Big Volkswagen guy.
I'll tell you what the best gloves are. The gloves that we sell at Srkcycles. Hold up. Hello?
You know, think about them.
Yes. Yeah.
And calling it.
Yes.
Think about buying a really small, like 16-foot boat, and then.
Oh, really?
She's still alive.
I don't know. Calling it like Harrison's 40. No, or something.
What were the issues you were having?
That's not funny. But I
That
just
was
wanted to
super
really-
funny, dude.
It's not that funny.
It was super funny. It's like it wasn't funny at all.
Oh.
How you doing, sir? How can I help you? Yeah, I'm Caleb. Yeah. Yeah. Right here.
Oh, his phone number. No, yeah, I could see that. Got it. It was damage in the front fender and the rear quarter panel. Somehow
You're
he
still
hit
alive,
it.
aren't you?
Somehow he hit it twice. Not